Here's a nice old fan, probably about 100 years old, made by Ediswan. As you can see, I've got a few carbon filament lamps by Royal Ediswan, probably the same company. This thing originally had this motor in, but some absolute idiot had ripped the head wire out of it, which absolutely ruined it, and also painted it without covering up all the holes, so the commutator was covered in paint. And also one of the wires from the commutator was snapped in half, so that was no use. So I put this sewing machine motor on it, which is a bit bigger, and it's definitely complete utter overkill for this fan. It has one speed, which is stupid fast turbo fan mode, but with the help of this little variac here, we can have a more sensible speed. It's got an original cord on it, or what it would have been originally, and plug as well. That's obviously not original, that's just heat shrink. But here is, I'll start it off on what it would be normally if you were to run it directly on the mains. So this is what it's normally. It's never designed for this much power, but it is insane. And I can actually go a bit more than that if I go to 110% of the input voltage on this variac. Let's take it down to something a bit more sensible. There we go, that's probably a bit more sensible. So that's 50%. So that's a bit more what it should be. That's a nice breeze. And then yeah, that is quite ridiculous, I have to admit, but it is quite funny. You can tell it's old as well, because on the base it says that. Pause if you want to read that, but yeah, you can run it on DC, and obviously DC mains doesn't exist now. It hasn't existed for quite a few years, so shows its age. Nice little thing though, even if it is a bit completely and utterly just stupidly powerful. On the variac it's fine. See, that's a reasonable speed. But it's obviously a sewing machine motor, it's far too powerful for this. Yeah, it's a nice little thing. I figured I should share it. It was also wall mountable, as you might have seen when I lifted the base up there. It is wall mountable. But yeah, there we are. Nice little, old little fan.